everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, we're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw again. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. The 40. Past the 20.
Do what we do.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. They find some open field here. And now the rookie's free. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, 75 yards. And the Steelers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Jackson on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st and 10, Pickett. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll look to throw again. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. It's brought in by Harris. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This Ravens offense heads back out there led by Lamar Jackson. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it. Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers ready for their next possession. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock. You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off. I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead. Well, let's watch it and find out who's right. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Pickett. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe. To throw on second down. Pickett. And his pass incomplete. Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play. Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money. Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play. Now here's a throw that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling. So much for being conservative and running that football. From the red zone now. They'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try to run with Harris. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second and goal from the 1. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they...
They'll fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Flowers. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing right, and that's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Jackson will throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On first down, Pickett eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Pickett. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Odafe Oweh
In there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game.